Well, there are plenty of legacy sequels out there nowadays, but is this one up to par? See, par, like because it's golf? Yeah. Let's talk about Happy Gilmore 2. Hey guys, AJYT Abbott here, and welcome to my review for Happy Gilmore 2. This is the, I guess, long-awaited, I don't think anyone was waiting for this, sequel to Happy Gilmore, which came out 30 years ago, starring Adam Sandler. This is one of the best comedies I've ever seen. It is laugh-out-loud funny, insanely quotable. It is one of Sandler's best. And speaking of Adam Sandler, I love Adam Sandler. I really do. I think even in movies where I think they are shit, I'm still like, you know what? At least Adam Sandler's having a good time. He brings his friends in there and his family, his wife and daughters, and they're even in this movie. And here we have a sequel to Happy Gilmore. Here we have a bunch of the old characters coming back. You have Christopher McDonald coming back as Shooter McGavin. I really enjoyed him in that first movie. Just that rivalry between him and Adam Sandler in that movie. I love that so much. You also have I'm forgetting on the actress's name, but the love interest, who is now his wife in this movie. We'll talk about her a little bit. If you guys haven't seen the movie, by the way, spoilers. This will be a spoiler review. Sorry about that. I might do a non-spoiler review, but I don't know. It's a comedy. Should I really do one for that? But guys, you've been warned. Let's get into it. So, first 5 minutes into this movie, I was like, fuck. This is not going to be good, because first 5 minutes of the movie, we're like reminiscing the older days. Like, I'm Happy Gilmore. I was once a hockey player, and then I became a golfer, and I won, you know, the tour and everything. And you got Carl Weathers. Oh, I miss Carl Weathers. I wish he was in this movie. We do have his son in this movie. We catch up with him in a scene that I wish had some emotion to it, but honestly, none of the emotion really works in this movie. The heart is not there. I'll just say that right out. It doesn't need to have heart because it's a comedy, not necessarily, but when it's trying to pay tribute to these past moments from these other films, especially involving characters and even actors that have passed away, I would expect a little bit of something there, you know, a feeling, but I didn't get anything, unfortunately. First 5 minutes of this movie, they kill off his wife. His wife gets killed by him striking the ball. It comes right at her and kills her, which I know it's a callback to his dad dying, but what a fucking cop-out. Because in the trailer, you have her saying, like, what happened to the happy I fell in love with, and she's like, golf isn't done with us. And you think she's going to be there by his side supporting him throughout this movie. But even now, thinking back to that trailer, I'm like, there isn't a lot of her in the movie, in that trailer. And no wonder, because she's fucking dead. He has visions of her. He has those dream sequences of her where he goes to his happy place, and he even sees her in the sky and even on the field sometimes. But that's it. And I was like, wow, that could have been such a nice piece of emotion to add to this movie, that his wife is there beside him this whole time through this journey, getting him back into good graces with the golf community and getting him back up to speed with golf. And you take that away. Come on, guys. And then you have Christopher McDonald coming back as Shooter McGavin, which I was so excited for. I was like, yes, this is something I'm really looking forward to with this movie. And they have him in this insane asylum, which is hilarious. Every once in a while, every like 15 to 20 minutes, this movie gets a joke, and I'm like, that is funny as shit. The rage that's involved in Happy, him, you know, going after somebody, just the aggressiveness in some of these scenes is fucking hilarious. That being said, though, I did say every 15 to 20 minutes, in a comedy, you want to be laughing more than that. Now, I don't know what exactly they were planning for when they had Shooter McGavin coming back for this movie, but man, it had to be better than this. I was looking forward to that rivalry. Like I said, I really enjoyed that in that first movie. Here, they make him a good guy, which I am partially on board with. I'm like, okay, I was thinking they were going to have this rivalry and then they were going to have to come together in the end to face off against this company that's trying to reinvent golf in a way that not everyone's really happy about, and it's kind of taking away from Happy's golf, and all these people that he knows in the golf community are kind of losing, money and audience attraction thanks to this other group that's run by Benny Safdie's character, who throughout the film just gets considerably more and more fucked up. He just gets scolded with coffee, and everyone's shitting on his breath because it smells like a fart. It doesn't hit. The comedy doesn't hit like the original film, and I know I shouldn't be comparing it to the original film. It was 30 years ago. But damn, guys, it's been 30 years, and it's been, how many years since you guys started production on this? It's just like low-hanging fruit stuff that you've seen in all these other comedies. There's big, loud, boisterous jokes, callbacks to the other films, nostalgia bait for the first film. Honestly, it feels like 25 to 30 minutes of this movie is just footage from the first Happy Gilmore, because every single time, and I mean every single time, there is something from the first film brought back into this one. They have a joke or a callback from the first movie. They bring it back here. They have the scene from the first movie right back there. It's like, in case anyone forgot what sequel you're watching a sequel to this movie. That's a hell of a lot better. But anyway, they have Shooter McGavin team up with Happy in this, the second act. Honestly, they kind of reconcile their differences. Like halfway through the movie, they're teamed up, and I was like, really, guys, we couldn't have them have a rivalry for a little bit. They have one little fight scene by this graveyard, which was getting kind of funny because they were calling back to these dead characters, but honestly, guys, I was looking forward to that rivalry, and they fucked it up. They missed that opportunity. Instead, they are buddies, they are friends, and I still enjoy Christopher McDonald. He's actually my favorite part of this movie, as he was in the first movie. I love Adam Sandler, don't get me wrong, but just the way he plays Shooter McGavin, I love it. The line deliveries are peak. I love it. As for the story itself, it's pretty much rinse and repeat the first movie. He has to try and win this tour to kind of get money for something. In the first movie, it was his grandma's house. In this movie, it's his daughter's dance school, and he succeeds in the end. Whoop-de-fucking-do. But guys, it's a legacy sequel that disappoints. It's not god-awful, which is why I'm only going to give it a 5 out of 10. I'm not going to dip it any lower than that, because frankly, if I do, I'm going to have to rank it below shit like Flight Risk or Snow White, and I'm not doing that to this movie. I'm not doing that to the cast. You got Bad Bunny in there. Eminem was even there at some point. There's just so many casts, so many names, I can't even name them all. But what you have here is a movie that tries to bank hard on the nostalgia, bank hard on these loud, boisterous, over-the-top, jokes and callbacks to the first movie, and it doesn't all land. There's story decisions that I fucking hate, like making Happy a depressed, not really a loner, but a depressed alcoholic. Really? We're doing that to Indiana Jones. We're doing that to Happy Gilmore now as well. Fuck, dude. So I was disappointed by this movie, but thankfully I wasn't super hyped for this movie because I know it's a Netflix film. It's a legacy sequel from 30 years ago that's coming back now. I didn't have a lot of faith in it, but I wanted to love it. I didn't like it. Sorry, guys. So, I want you guys to tell me what you thought of Happy Gilmore down in the comments below. Tell me if you have nostalgia from that first movie. How did this one make you feel? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think it disrespects the original? Tell me all that down in the comments below. Take care, guys, and goodbye.